Ever wondered how many children Nick Cannon has? Well, let's just say that if he wanted to, he could make his very own Cheaper by the Dozen movie. Since 2011, the Wild 'N Out star has had 11 children with 6 different women, and he currently has another one on the way. The speculation came after Nick Cannon announced the birth of his 11th child, a daughter named Zeppelin, who he welcomed with professional DJ Abby De La Rosa. But only weeks after that announcement, fans were shocked when model Alyssa Scott came out saying that she's also expecting a child with Nick. At this point, people are really struggling to keep up with his sprawling family tree. So let's break it down. It all started with fraternal twins Moroccan and Monroe, whom Nick shares with ex-wife Mariah Carey. They were born on April the 30th in 2011. Nick and Mariah filed for divorce in 2014, and that was finalized 2 years later. Surprisingly, for the next 6 years, Moroccan and Monroe were his only 2 children. Needless to say, that's no longer the case. On February the 21st in 2017, Nick welcomed his son Golden with former Miss Arizona USA Brittany Bell. Then in December of 2020, Brittany announced on Instagram that they were welcoming another baby together, a daughter this time named Powerful Queen Cannon. On the 14th of June the following year, Nick welcomed twins Zion and Zillion with Abby De La Rosa. That very same month that the twins were born, Nick welcomed his son Zen with Alyssa Scott, although tragedy struck when Zen died of a brain tumor at only 5 months old in December of 2021, 4 months after he was first diagnosed. This year, on June the 28th, Nick welcomed yet another child by the name of Legendary, this time with model Brie Taisi. Then, after having 4 boys in a row, on the 15th of December, Nick welcomed his daughter Onyx with photographer Lanisha Cole. Later that same month, he announced the birth of his 10th child, Rise, that he fathered with Brittany Bell. Then, on November the 12th, he shared a photo of him and Abby De La Rosa after the birth of their youngest daughter Zeppelin, with the caption, "You are the definition of steadfast and virtuous, and it is my continued duty to make you and our children feel valued and protected every single day. Beautiful Zeppelin, get ready, the world is yours." Since then, Alyssa Scott has also announced that she's expecting. So yes, that is a lot of kids. And if you're wondering just how much that child support is, Nick has not confirmed the exact sum, but he has said that he pays well over $3 million a year. Now, obviously that's a lot of money, but clearly Nick doesn't seem to mind. In fact, he has gone on the record insisting that all 12 of his children were planned. He went on the Los Angeles radio show Power 106 and proudly stated, "I'm having these kids on purpose. I don't have no accident. Trust me, there's a lot of people that I could have gotten pregnant that I didn't. The ones that got pregnant are the ones that were supposed to get pregnant." Nick also went on the Language of Love podcast with Dr. Laura Berman and explained that he'll only have unprotected sex with someone if he could visualize them being the mother of his child. He said, "Every woman that I have a child with, there is definitely a conversation about, wow, how amazing would this be? I feel like every woman I have a child with are amazing mothers, and there was a thought process going into it, like, man, she would be an amazing mother. He's desired children. I can't wait to see what type of mother she would be." So apparently the fact that he has almost 12 children now is completely intentional. Back in July, Nick stirred up more controversy by supporting Elon Musk when he tweeted about his decision to have more children. The tech billionaire, who is a father of 10, posted on Twitter saying that he was doing his best to help the underpopulation crisis, because a collapsing birth rate is the biggest danger civilization faces by far. In response, Nick said, "Right there with you, my brother." So clearly they have the same goals when it comes to fatherhood, but it's mostly his casual attitude that has left fans flabbergasted, so much so that some people feel like he's taking it all too lightly. In June, Nick joked about the rumor that he had 3 babies on the way and said, "Let's just put it this way, the stork is on the way." He also said that he plans on breaking his own personal record and that not even he knows how many more kids he's expecting. The thing is, Nick tends to lean into the joke a little bit too much. There was even a Christmas ad that he did which went viral on Twitter, where he wears a Santa hat and says, "It's almost the holidays, and thanks to me, the world now has 8 billion people. But my job is not done. It's time to do some online Christmas shopping. And based off the baby mama to kid ratio, we got a whole lot of gifts to buy." The reaction to the video was certainly divided, and it just goes to show you how not everyone approves of Nick's unique lifestyle. One of the main arguments is that he simply cannot be a very involved parent if he has to divide his attention in so many ways. In response, the 42-year-old father said, "Contrary to popular belief, I'm probably engaged throughout my children's day, more often than the average adult can be. If I'm not physically in the same city with my kids, I'm talking to them before they go to school via FaceTime and stuff. I'm involved in everything from coaching to having guitar lessons with my daughter every week." Not only that, but many of the mothers of his kids have also come to his defense this year, from Abby De La Rosa, who praised their open relationship, to Brie Taisi, who had to clarify that he is not a cult leader. She said, "He makes the schedule work. We can all go through the assistant to make sure it's on the calendar if there's anything important. But anything you say you need from him, this man always shows up. So you know we have X, Y, and Z and it's on the calendar. He's there." Apart from parenting choices though, people have also criticized his lack of monogamy, considering that he has kids with 6 different women. For his part, Nick has openly admitted that he has failed miserably at traditional relationships. He said, "I don't think monogamy is healthy. I feel like that gets into the space of selfishness and ownership. You can still make covenants without getting the government involved, where 2 people say, we choose to be monogamous because we value this so much, but we don't want to be a part of this energy we have. And I don't feel like that's healthy." But it is worth noting that Nick said he can see himself tying the knot one day if the right woman came around. He said, "I feel like I'd marry someone who will understand me and can stand by me. Where they're weak, you're strong. And if I can ever find someone who knows how to hold me down through all my madness, through all my chaos and toxicity, that's probably somebody I could rock with for life." Interestingly enough, Nick has previously admitted that he dabbled with celibacy for a brief period of time, but he broke his own rule at the end of last year following the death of his son. He said, "I didn't even make it to January. I was supposed to make it to the top of the year. Then obviously I started going through some stuff. I got depressed with the loss of my son." It's true that the actor was dealt a devastating blow with the loss of his infant son Zen in December, after he lost his battle with brain cancer. Now, a full year since his passing, Nick admits that he is still spiritually broken from the loss. On Monday, Nick posted a series of photos of him and Zen, including one where he's holding his son in his arms. He captioned that picture saying, "I can't believe it's been a year already since the toughest day of my life occurred. Such a painful anniversary. Losing a child has to be the heaviest, most dark and depressive experiences that I will never get over. A mixture of guilt, pain and sorrow is what I suppress daily." He said he's sought advice from spiritual leaders who have told him that he is in one of the most challenging seasons of his life, but that it would eventually make him stronger. Although he's still on his own personal healing journey, hopefully Nick is able to carve out more time to spend with his growing family. Well, that's all the story that we have for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.